Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone. So happy we could be here today. Thank you for joining us. Okay, I have these out here. They have nothing to do with the journal, but the fingernails, explaining why fingernails look like that. These are for a project that we're working on for another journal. It will also be an accordion journal.
You might want to tell them, Jen.
This is P of PM Art Studios.
M is in the background.
And what?
M is in the background.
Oh,
Correcting.
Emma's in the background. Everybody in this house has some kind of allergy related whatever. My hearing loss, and I know I sound nasal. I apologize for that ahead of time. Okay, so we're working on these papers, and what it does is you can see the crinkles. Okay, there just isn't any way to do it without getting your hands messy. And I have an allergy to latex, so I can't wear gloves. And I really don't like them anyway because they make my hands sweat. Okay, so that being said, this is another paper we're working on that are going to be part of the next journal. I just wanted to show you some of the interesting ones really quick here to kind of whet the appetite for future videos. And you know, comments, whatever, you know, let us know what you think, what you would like to hear. You can follow us. Subscribe. Thank you. I have this voice in the background. Sometimes I think it's inside my head, but actually it's my daughter. Okay, here we go. I'm not going to spend 15 minutes on doing this, but anyway, this is a button recovered from a faux fur coat. Yeah, try saying that quickly. Had in the 60s, and this is all that survived the coat. I think the dogs took it over. This particular little hootie-doo thing, there's a name for it, dangle. Okay, we talk about that in another video, so I'm not even going to...
We'll link to that below.
Yeah. All right, this is the tie-up thing, and all it is it's just a crocheted chain stitch. This is one of my granddaughter's hair things that I just wrapped some stuff, the sari ribbon around. So, there we go. Done. All right, now back here, cover. I really wished you could feel this because it's rough. This was my experiment with pencil shavings, cornstarch. I can't remember. I used a bunch of different things. I can't remember what I actually ended up with, but this is the stencil I had. I should have brought that out. Oh well. Another time. And this is some pieces of paper towel, I think. Yeah, paper towel that were underneath to catch the spills. Okay. It has...
We use catch paper for all sorts of things.
Yeah, everything in here is catch paper. I mean, seriously, every single page started out that way. And that goes for this page also. Colored pencils, you can see a little bit of bling bling there. That's glittered Mod Podge, which I'm not in love with it, but every now and then I think it's appropriate. A bit of alcohol ink here and there, just to kind of intensify the color. The background is mainly brusho. And it was kind of a mucked up mess, so you know, what did I have to lose? I just went ahead and mucked it up some more. You know, you just keep mucking up long enough and voila. It's a really nice little spot there. See that nice little spot there? Yeah, okay. All right, opening up. I said I wasn't going to do that. There we go. Okay, here we are. This is a catch paper for sprays, And you can see a bit of shiny stuff there. I'm not sure what happened there. But you can actually, I have a yoga mat down for on my work table behind me. I have two just in case I need to.
Sometimes she needs four.
And so that's the impression from that mat. This is just a piece of another spray project. Down here, this is the negative space of some cutouts, and I'll show you those a little bit later. This is my attempt at, and I've got to get those out of the way so you can see the washer. It did have texture on it, but I've coated it so many times with different things it kind of lost that. But these are the altered playing cards. There's Doggy. And on this side, in one of our videos, we had two of our videos, we had Mazzy have, you know, a meltdown about someone out walking by the back. We live next to the walkway on the park area, so there's always somebody. But anyway, there's the zombie and there's Mazzy. Altered playing cards. This is a drawing I did for Izzy. And it just happened to come out. And it was kind of nice because this is a signature tag. This is my signature. Has the date on it when the journal was built. I think that's kind of, you know, that's nifty stuff. And it's also, this is a, what you call it, a tag that was on one of her dresses that we got. Okay, next page. Moving right along. Okay, you saw me tug at that. That's gesso that hasn't been Mod Podge. Okay, you can see here, this is completely a catch paper. And then when you stamp, sometimes I want to make sure that my stamp is not requiring some attention or maintenance. So I stamp it on this, and then when I get finished with the stamp to clean it off, I just go ahead and stamp it on the, you can see this mess behind you here. Okay, this is probably, you'll find that in a journal later. Okay, another altered playing card. This is, thank you, Jeanette, for the nice little lacy thing you sent. And these are, you know, I don't usually like stamps because it just, I think they make things look kind of, I don't know, not handmade. But I happen to like these little butterflies a whole lot, and you will see them, they keep surfacing. Okay, that one. Now, brush-os. Yeah, that was a brush-o. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, this is another tag, and this is alcohol ink, and I took the dimensional Mod Podge and went over certain areas that would give it more depth or whatever. All right, next. Interest, textural interest, always about the textural interest. I love this. I love this page. This is mainly, oh, Mariah, help me out here. What is the spray that we use all the time that they discontinued? Mr. Huey's. Mr. Huey's rocks. And I, for whatever reason, they decided to stop making it. But look at that. I mean, is that just not the shiznit? Holy cow. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. All right, this is a playing card that has been alcohol inked. See the little clubs peering through the Yupo paper. Little decoration on the back. This here's one of the very first tags that I made, and it's got a little washer on there. One of my, I think we have, don't we have a video about washers? Did we do washers?
Rusty metal, paper-looking rusty metal.
Yeah, paper-looking rusty metal. That's included in that one. This is a little slice of stuff that I think looks like snake skin. And then a little PM artist tag there. But this is just made from, I don't know really. It looks like it's a tag. And on the back it's actually a ticket to get a free art lesson. Anyway, Mariah's chuckling. This is a whole bunch of stuff here. Paper, tissue paper, and then just a little, I don't know, messing around drawing that I cut out and put on here. As you can see, there's butterflies again. Altered playing cards. A lot of fun, a lot of fun. This started out as a background and then became more purposeful as I added this different. Actually, this is the negative image of a game punch-out board thing that we saved.
Thanks, J-Bro.
And this is one of my stamps that I made using. My brain is really not working today at all. Needed erasers. Dear God. Okay, here we go. Next 2 pages. Kind of sticky. Altered playing cards. I want to take them out because I want you to see this beautiful paper in the background here that my daughter designed. Isn't that gorgeous? Just love that. And Mariah, do we have the name of the lady that I watched her video with the 4 little...
I will put it in the thing below.
We'll put it in there. But anyway, you have 4 different places. And I know I'm just using the one right now, but you know how this goes. You're always sticking something else in. I think those are really darling. I painted it with alcohol ink on the back. Let me tell you what, that's not an easy task. Yeah, it's not for the faint of heart. Okay, and these are just little squiggly drawings that I did and decided, well, those are kind of cute. I think I'm going to glue those on. And I think I did a really splendid job with the alcohol ink on the back, if I do say so myself. You know, it's fairly consistent for me doing 3 things that look similar. That's a major accomplishment. And it looks kind of cool because I think that they look good either way here. All right, I'm not going to put those back in there because that'll take too much time. I hate that. All right, this is a really, really special page. This is a portrait of my sister and her husband when they were in Thailand. They dressed up as the king and queen. And then this is from a little package that she sent me, and found that by accident. I was looking for something else. Isn't that how that goes? You're always looking for something else. This is one of my tags that Mariah shrunk down. Okay, and here's that. It's a butterfly set. I really like that. Look at, they just fit perfectly there. Another altered playing card with a cool little washer thing. And see what it is I've sandwiched that in between two cards. My Rasta person. And you know, it's just isn't this really wonderful? All these little scraps and pieces here from just stuff that you would throw away. That used to flip up, but Okay, another page. This is a it's a dress card. Okay, come on, come out of there. Some of these got waxed, some didn't. Again, this, you can see this is that from that same set. There's that same, that's the original color right there, the pink.
Well, our humidity's pretty high.
Yeah, seriously. And this is my skull stamp on Brusho paper with 3-dimensional Mod Podge. That cute little tabby hooty-doo. Oh, but we should talk about this. All right, this was done because we were spraying flowers, so the negative image was there. Then we went ahead and moved them over a little bit or whatever so that the space where the white was suddenly got, all. And then this is the pattern on my mat that I have down. Okay, this is one of my experiments with the modeling, my homemade modeling paste. And as you can see, it's, okay. We're still working on that. I'm bound and determined I'm going to do that. This is paper towel. Just whimsically put on there. I needed something on the back. This is one of my business card collage attempts that I did a couple of months ago with my wonderful little quote on the back. Perfectionism is the sword that lops off the head of a very good idea. Patricia Carmichael. Ta-da! Okay. Moving right along. Next page. All right, this is another, background. You can see that obviously something was going on there. And then this is another altered playing card, little collage piece there. Can't remember where from, but look at that, wonderful. And that is alcohol ink. I mean, alcohol ink, if you just give it a chance, can do all kinds of things. Ah, here's another little collage.
You can do more than blow flowers with it.
You can do more than blow flowers and make bubbles. Although I like bubbles. Huh?
I like the bubbles.
I like the bubbles a lot. But here's another alcohol ink. Okay, this one even has a story. I gave it to my daughter to use in her journal. And she mucked it up with some horrible, I don't know. See that color right there?
Hey, you want to see it on video? I have it on video.
Yeah, okay. Well, you don't want to see it. It'll make you cry and weep. But anyway, so I just took some alcohol ink and whipped it on top of that. And look at that. I mean, could I duplicate that in a million years? I don't think so.
It was Posca marker.
Posca marker. Okay, Posca marker and alcohol ink. This is what happens. But I have not tried to replicate that. And this is a little piece. Can you recognize the little flower there? From that one of the page, I think. And these are some little decals from Mariah's Fairy Indian days.
Fairy Indian days?
Well, remember, didn't you put sparkle stuff all over you and everything? Okay, this is a little negative thing with the moth butterfly thing. It's the inside of a card that I just cut out and then I inked. Actually, I think I did that with marker. Pretty sure. But here's another one of those little four-fold things that I watched on that video with that lady. She was really awesome. I do want you to check the credits.
Check the credits.
Check
links below.
Links below. Thank you, Mariah. Okay. Another altered playing card with some squiggles and doodles and whatnot. But look at this. Isn't this just fab? This, you can see, again, we're spraying some kind of texture. And I'm not being disingenuous. I really, some of these I've had for months and who knows what it was that we were doing. Okay. Another little flippy tab. And can you see the ghostly line up here, headed towards the pyramid? Ta-da! Okie dokie. And I think this one's really fun. It says, "What do you call a girl with a frog on her head? I did not leave you hanging. The answer, you have to find it down here. Lily." Okay. And here is a dog on a unicycle. And a smooshy looking flower. It looks kind of like a mushroom spore, maybe. I don't know. But it's over the little lacy thing from Jeanette. Oh, and I should take all these out. Look at this one. Now, isn't this just absolutely yummy page? And it's just all those sprays. It's Brusho. It's alcohol ink. I mean, it's just got it all. This is an all-inclusive page. Okay. To-do. And then, I did plan this. Sometimes things work out, but I did plan this. So the back side is now the front side of the bright side. How cool is that? Alrighty. And these are panels of, Mariah, do you remember the name of the paper? It's lovely, lovely paper. Now, I did spend time, this paper that you glued on here.
Oh, no, but we have a paper company that
Yes,
we can buy samples and things from, and they're almost, I think they're half press sheets is what they are, but
yeah. Anyway, I see I got a little glue there. Oh well.
yeah, you did.
Oh, it won't be the first and it won't be the last.
You're
Someone
supposed to Mod Podge that.
Yeah, I know. Well, I wasn't. I was going to. I need to talk about this because there were questions about the construction and the hooking together part. But this is binding tape right here, and you can't see it because it comes over about right here.
And I'll drop in a picture because I have pictures of it as we assembled it.
So it will make much more sense.
Yeah.
But this is just a panel over top of the chipboard, which created the actual construction of the page.
This binding tape.
Yeah, this rocks.
Yeah.
Is this all we have left?
A recommendation of Jeanette. No, that's my first roll.
Okay.
I haven't.
Yeah, Jeanette, you rock.
I don't know anything. Just that's Jeanette.
This is really seriously, especially if you're doing really neat stuff. I'm sure that she's probably shuddering and whatnot as she sees this mess of.
She loves art. She appreciates art.
Well, we appreciate her. She just has her style is very neat and precise and exquisitely elegant. It is beautiful. Jeanette, we'll have to list her in the credits. Okay. All right. So basically what I did is I didn't even have to tear these up because I had these strips stuffed in a bag that I'd used for collage on one of my heads that I make. So I just pulled them out and ripped them up a little bit more and put them, hither and yon. I don't want you to read the newspaper because a lot of times when I see that I want to read the newspaper, so I interrupt it enough that you don't read the newspaper. This is a brusho experiment where I was just trying to see how the different colors would work with each other. And, where is that? Oh, I'm getting to that. All right. Never mind. I'll talk to you about that in here. Well, forget that. I'll just do it right now. All right. One of the reasons I put the color wheel in here is because you can do things like that. I remember someone's comment. They said, I really want to use those sprays and whatnot, but I just end up with a mess of mud. Well, the reason you end up with a mess of mud is because you're mixing complementary colors. If you mix orange and blue, you get brown. If you mix yellow and violet, you will get brown. If you mix red and green, you will get some sort of neutral color. Usually that's more in the gray range of things. So I put this little card in here just as kind of a reminder. Draw yourself out a color wheel, and really start learning that, because that's when you have control, screw that, over what you are painting. That's the only way you will, is if you do that. Then you just, you just open up horizons. Voila. Knowledge is not heavy.
Oh, wow.
You don't have to carry it in a suitcase. Okay. This is a spray, a spatter screen spray, where, I don't know exactly what we were doing. This is a piece of my granddaughter's artwork that I just cut out.
Would you give her permission?
And yeah, she said it was fine. She might want it back, but she's kind of like that. She'll give you something, but
well, that's usually stickers.
You better be able to come up with a return. Okay, Mariah's friend from childhood sent us a
she was very excited.
slow mail. Thank you, Christy. And I dimensional Mod Podged it to even get it a little. And actually a step to the left should be a step to the right, but
no, it's just a step to the left.
It's just a step to the left.
Yeah.
So
and then a step to the right.
Yeah. We don't go right, we just go left. Okay. And then again, a little remnants of paper to create, then that refers back to the whole Rocky Horror Picture Show thing. Okay, I found this in a, I think it was an insurance ad or something, I can't remember. Maybe it's for air conditioning, who knows. Stay Cool might be air conditioning.
Oh, that makes more sense.
It does make more sense. Clipped off a tag, nipped its edges, and dimensional Mod Podge the glasses. But we actually have a Jack Russell Terrier that looks very much like that. His name is Bullet.
He's a little fatter.
Now, you know, this is the thing, when you have these things that have to be flipped over, you have to do something. And this was just totally an accident. But can you see the bird there? Isn't that cool? And then this is just one of my drawings that I don't know what we were going to use it for. But again, another one of those little 4 pocket things. We're just using one now, but the rest, you know, she'll come later. And it's really kind of nice too, because the back pockets sort of help it stay in there. Okay, well, if you're going to order anything that and you should check them out, they've got sales right now, cheapjoes.com. And they sent me a sticker, obviously. Yeah, there. I'm one of their better customers. But I couldn't just leave it as is, so I had to embellish it with some little stickers that Izzy gave me. And this one, she handed me her bubblegum wrapper and said, Gigi, you might want to use this for your art journal. But I want you to look at that cool technique there on the edge. I'm not going to tell you how I did that. It's a secret.
Probably because you don't remember.
That's so rude, Mariah. And here is another brusho. Izzy helped me with this. And then I just cut it out and glued it down onto the card. Buffed up the edges with the stuff that you're not supposed to use on the edges, but I like it anyway because I don't have to worry about it coming off on my hands.
Louisa says that all the time.
Yeah, Louisa. Einsel. Oh, here, I've got it right here. It's great stuff. You just have to remember that once it gets on there, it is permanent. It says stays on. Well, that should let you know, okay, this is not.
It's true.
It really is true. It is timber brown, and I love this stuff. I use it for everything, but I just like it. Mariah's not fond of it. She uses, I don't know what she uses, colored pencils.
I like a little squishy pad.
She likes the squishy pads. Okay, here's some more of Izzy's artwork. Here's some more of Mariah's contributions. These little things she made for me. And then I went ahead and put the glitter Mod Podge on top. This is a...
Well, you need to talk about what those are. So it's vellum.
Vellum. There you go. Vellum, y'all.
She just couldn't remember.
It,
Inked with the alcohol ink markers, which are great because they suck into the edges and make the edges darker. But
yeah.
you can pretty much make the vellum any color. Now it's going to be more translucent or transparent.
Yeah.
Lacking in opaqueness. Listen to that.
See, look at that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. See that?
And then
translucence.
And then you glitter Mod Podged it.
There you go. Now you got it. This is the background. Here's alcohol ink.
Again, that was a catch paper.
And this is the mat where I was pressing and you know, obviously getting something off. This is Izzy's artwork again. And just alcohol ink on the back. And that is with the actual ink and the markers. You have more control with the markers, but sometimes they don't do what you want them to.
So if you have those boxes of your kids' old drawings and things that you don't know what to do with.
I'm serious. I steal from Izzy all the time. Okay, I love this green. I love that green. And that's not an easy color to get because you have to mix yellow and a tiny little bit of red and some of the special kind of green. And this is another experiment. You know, the washers that I showed you in the earlier part, you can see where they laid down. And this is, oh, I don't know, some kind of cardstock that looks like it's that color right there. And then just swished around some stuff, and that's what happened. And I made little pockets out of the rest of that paper. I think those go really nice together. Okay, this one, oh, come out of there, has some interesting things on it. Okay, this is, I don't know, what do you call this? Mirror tape that we've had for, oh my goodness, 20 years. And what's wonderful, it's still sticky on the back.
Well, it wasn't mirror tape. It's actually label stock. And so when I worked, because I used to work for a printer, and they would have scraps. I still have, and this was, you know, many years ago, a few things left over that we constantly use. And I just came across, and we thought we'd used all of this stuff, and we at one point in time didn't think we'd ever use it all.
We had buttloads.
It was just the end cuts. But it's
that they were going to throw away.
And it's like shiny. Like your fingerprints show up on it and everything. And then we just need to mention the other thing that we just were gifted. Just a random act of kindness.
Yeah.
By Bridget.
Okay, Bridget, I'm opening the bag. Microfiche.
Oh my gosh, we just about lost our minds.
And I'm going to use more of that, but that is what is on the edge. That's this part that's going off here.
It's kind of like the fine china. We haven't gotten over the fact that we probably won't have dinner parties. We just need to use it.
Yes. You have a 3-year-old, you don't do dinner parties, you just clean up a lot of messes. Okay, and this side, again, my moth butterfly existential statement there. And some lovely work of alcohol ink on the side. Okay. And that's a brush show background. This is a brush show background. I didn't even talk about this. Okay, here's my skull. Actually, I Prismacolor penciled in the stamp, but this is a brush show background. And this little part right there, can you see that? That's from a candy wrapper. The cellophane part. This, and I looked it up online. Masky Mas is still open in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And it's really oh my gosh, they have all kinds of interesting stuff. So if you're in Albuquerque, go. Tell them that I sent you. Maybe they'll give me the discount next time I go. Okay. So, this is mailer, a sticker that I get from the Women in the Arts, which I support, and a stamp, alcohol ink in the background, and I think this is a really nice altered look here.
I like that card a lot.
I think it has a lot of dimension. I particularly like the grungy green around the edge with the kind of hot pinky, and of course it's the Queen. And you notice that this little Hummer, well, it does, because actually it kind of makes this stay. I want women to stay here, so this keeps it in place. My daughter, in all her wonderful wisdom, there's a magnet there somewhere, I'm not sure where, but anyway. And there's also some magnets here. This little, another candy wrapper thing there. This is alliteration. Tells you what alliteration is. And this is a poem. I'm not going to read that right now. And most people probably don't give a rap about that anyway. Okay, now come on, honey. Do your thing here. There we go. Alright, this is a doodle that turned into kind of a fat rat looking thing. I don't know. I like the colors. Playing card, which has been slightly altered, and I took some glittery Mod Podge and went around part of it. Another one of my 4 things. This is funny. Okay, amazing facts, incredible stories. I don't know where that came from, but it was some magazine thing, and I kept it and thought it was really wonderful. Collaged all that crap on there. And this is the cookie. I love windmill cookies. So, okay, with that in mind.
Turned a little greenish and nice. It looks kind of like a moldy.
Oh, that is so wrong. No, no, no. And this is a part from it also. Can you see over there?
The cookie box, that is.
The cookie box. Archway. The cookie box. And this is another little collage.
And there's a magnet on it.
And there's a magnet on it.
So it stays in the thing, remember?
So, yeah, because we were having trouble here. Look at that altered playing card. Are those some awesome lines there, folks? Come on. And I wrote flight in these Stablo markers. The only thing that you have to be careful about is because they're water soluble, You cannot put the Mod Podge on them directly, and that's why I use the 3-dimensional Mod Podge on them, because if I put it on there, then it stays. It's not so much for aesthetics as it is practical. And, you know, I think that's so cute. It twists around. My granddaughter likes to twist it. And here we are. Yupo paper and alcohol ink. Many layers of it, trust me. And this is altered around that. You can see I really like that green. I'm very, very fond of that green. And here's the end part that I cut off of the other one that you saw a while ago. Colored it a little bit different. And then just as a reminder, Izzy makes those things for me. And this is a teeny tiny little tag from who knows where. And it says words cannot express. And I love that sentiment. And back to the beginning. How about that? Okay. Thank you for being here today. This was really fun. I enjoyed this. And I hope you enjoyed it also. Questions, comments?
We need subscribers.
Oh, yes, and Mariah said to remind you, just subscribe, you know, that way you'll get that little bell.
Well, yeah, hit the bell so that way you know when we have a new thing.
We have a new thing, because remember, I'm going to talk to you, show you how to do. Oh, and this has some of my modeling stuff on there if you want it. You know, yeah, I don't make these videos unless people are really, you know, wanting to know things. And that's why I did this, because I had a lot of questions. So if you want to know how to make these little papers and you're willing to get your hands dirty, then you need to give me a comment. Send me a, I don't know, do we have our address anywhere, Mariah?
Yeah.
Do we want people to know where we live?
Well, we got our email.
Yeah, we have an email. And anyway, wrap up. Thanks for hanging with me today. Really appreciate it. And hopefully we'll see you again. Bye.